Hello friends, welcome back. Thanks for your feedback and inspiring me to create new projects. Here I have come up with a new project on Ansible. We'll see how we can automate to install different software and packages into multiple servers and how we can deploy the application using Ansible. So let's start. Here is the Ansible flow diagram. So here we have taken a control machine. In these control machines we have playbooks and inventories. So the once the playbook will execute it, the task will be executed and the required configuration and installation will start. Okay, and we have taken one web server and another one the DB server. So based on the roles and task, the execution will happen. Okay, so here is the Ansible project. You see here we have the Java application deployment using Ansible, and we'll do Java, Tomcat and MySQL installation and configuration. We'll set up two servers. One will be our web server, another will be our DB server. Then we'll see usage of Ansible, vars and vault, how to store the variables and the secrets, and we'll see the role-based execution. So let's start. So here is the project setup. Go to the control machine where you have installed Ansible and etc Ansible folder. Okay, sorry. So you have to write a cd etc Ansible. So here you can see all the project folders and the files setup has been done. Okay, so here I have created one folder called db, okay, to store the database script. Okay, so go to this folder. So we'll see we have one file called DevOps class.sql. Okay, so here if you see this file contains the SQL script to get executed when we set up the configuration and install the MySQL. Okay, after MySQL installation, this script will get executed and the table user will get created. Okay, here also you can see another folder, that is group vars. Okay, so this group vars folders contains the vars file. If you see this folder, it will have the variable files as well as the vault. Okay, so the vault is nothing but your secret files. So let me delete the vault file and recreate it. So I'll show you how to create the vault using Ansible vault command. Okay, so here we don't have any vault file now. So let's create using Ansible hyphen vault and create. I'm going to give the file name as vault. Okay, so enter it. So it will open one editor, and you have to, in this editor you have to write the variable and you have to pass the password for that. Okay, so it starts with 3 dash and you have to just put the variable. So that is vault underscore db underscore pass colon and pass the value, that is the password. So you have to type the password here. Okay, so I'm just pausing the video and typing the password, and I'll show you how to create and update the vault. Okay, to save it, the password vault will be created. So now just check it, ls -lt. You see here the vault is created. Okay, if you see the vault file, you'll see one hash key will be there. It's encrypted, so you can't read the password. Okay, see what the vars file contains. If you cat the vars files, if they do cat vars, we'll see here, you can see here this file contains the variables, the db name and the db user. Okay, db name is DevOps class, db user is Ranjit, and the db password, the vault password, whatever we given in the vault. Okay, that password will be passed to this variable, and the client host will be passed to add this host and give permission to the client. This is the client host. If we see the other files in that folder, okay, so let's see the what the host file contains. If you just do cat and hosts, we'll get the server details. So we have web server, the IP address, and the DB server and its IP address. So these are the two servers we are given in the host file. Okay, and this host file is nothing but your inventory, which has been called in the ansible.chg configuration file. Okay, so now let's see what are other folders we have. So we have roles. Okay, in these roles we have created different roles, one for MySQL and the other one for Tomcat server. Okay, so each folder, if you go, like if I go to Tomcat server, okay, cd Tomcat role, we'll see the main.yaml file will be there in the task folder, right? So if you open this file, in this task folder, I have created a very simple and very minimal modules I have used to do this configuration management and install the application. So here, if you see the installation of Java, I have used yum package manager and the Java 1.8 and state is present. So it will install. If the Java package is not there, it will install, or else it will ignore it. Okay. And the next is we have I've created one Tomcat group. Okay, and then have created one Tomcat user and assigned that user to the Tomcat group. Okay, so if you see it here, it has given user share Tomcat, that is the home directory has been created, and the become method is sudo, that is the root user. Okay, and here I have used get URL to download the tar file. Okay, once the file is downloaded, I have used the command module to extract the tar. Okay, then just create a symbolink link using the file module. So I have used file module here to create the symlink. Okay, and here again to change the ownership of the Tomcat installation folder, and then copy the application file, our web application, that login webapp.war, that's a Java application. Okay, that file has been copied to the destination folder, that is your Tomcat starting folder where the application will run. Okay, so once the Tomcat starts, it will unarchive this .war file and create the webapp folder. Okay, after that it starts the Tomcat server. Okay, user share Tomcat bin and startup.shh, which will start our Tomcat server. Okay, so it also has become user as root. You have to start the server as root. Okay, so now that's all for this Tomcat playbook. So now let's see what we have, what I have written for MySQL playbook. So go to the MySQL roles. Okay, to the MySQL and task. There we can find the main.yaml file for MySQL, right? So just open the main.yaml, and here you can see here I've used to install Java, and then download some source, download some that MySQL community release EL 7.5 or 5.7 version. Okay, and used get URL method. Here also used yum to install it. After that, it will install the MySQL server, and once MySQL server is installed, then it is starting up the MySQL service. Okay, it is enabling the MySQL service. After that, what it does, it just creates a root password. The first time when you log in to the database, once it is created, you have to change the root password. Okay, so here if you see, I have used db user and db password. So these are the variables being declared in the vars file. If you remember the group underscore vars, right? There in the vars file, I have declared all these variables. Okay, If you go to the Ansible documentation and the Ansible official website, so you can see here we have this very good documentation of Ansible. So if you search the module name like MySQL_DB, we can find the complete options and details which can be used in this module. Okay, so it's searching. So if you find it how you see MySQL_DB, you can add or remove MySQL databases from your database. So here the parameters, what are the parameters you can use with this module or with all the options are given here. So you have to get all these options and put into the YAML file. Okay. If you go to the module index, you will see there are lots of modules with all complete all details available. So you can see here the packaging module, storage module, okay, system module and database modules. If you click on database module, you will see for all other databases they have given all the module information. For by MySQL, we have MySQL_DB and MySQL_user, which modules I have used in my project. Okay, see here MySQL_DB as well as MySQL_user. So these are the two modules, MySQL database modules I have used in this YAML file. Okay, so this DB_password, these are the variables. Okay, and the DB user, you can see here DB user and DB password and the host, client, host, all these variables being is actually declared in the vars and will get executed once the YAML file will be executed. Okay, so here next is the create database. Here also I have used MySQL_DB module, and after that it just copy the database dump file. Then it will restore that database. That means the dump file will get executed. That means this script, whatever is written in the DevOps class.sql, will get executed and it will create the user table. Okay. So if we see the all modules, you can see here you can search the modules, whatever modules you want to add in your projects while writing the playbooks. Okay, because we can't remember all the modules whenever we will be working. So this is the very good documentation, and you can use this documentation to get all the modules whenever it is required. Okay, if you see the system modules, here all the system related modules available. Okay, so you can get these modules and update into your playbook. Okay, so now let's see what are the details we saw. We saw the DB folder, group vars, and the roles, whatever details are there. We just explore, and then let's see how we can execute this Ansible playbook. Okay, so this host contains the inventory. This is the inventory file. It contains the server details, right? And this server, playbook need to be directory. And here we can see one site.yaml file will be there. Okay, so this site.yaml file will contains the role information, right? Which roles need to be executed, which server, that information is being given into this site.yaml file. So let's open this file. We'll see if you do cat site.yml, the site here YAML. So you'll see here we have host web server and the roles Tomcat is being given, and this Tomcat role will be executed on this web server. Okay, so all the tasks whatever is mentioned in this Tomcat main.yaml file will be executed on this server. Okay, in this host. Similarly for DB server also we have this roles like MySQL roles. So this MySQL role will be executed on this DB server. Okay, MySQL role will execute this DB server. Now execute the site.yaml playbook. Okay, so what do you have to write? So Ansible playbook, okay, and pass the site.yml. So hit enter. So it will just connect to the node servers, that is the web server and DB server one by another, and execute the task mentioned in the playbook. Okay, so if you see here, it is just installing the Tomcat in the Tomcat roles. It's just installing the Java, okay, and the web server, and here we're just adding the groups, and the task is getting created. The user is getting created, and it is downloading the Tomcat server. Okay, so like that, it will do all the tasks whatever the mentioned in the playbook. Okay, so I'm just forwarding it. We'll see how it is executing. Here we got an error, and the error says like the MySQL Python package need to be updated. So we missed this MySQL package to be installed. So let's open the main.yaml file and add this MySQL Python. Okay. So where we have to add, just go and after this enable MySQL server service, we can add new tag right there. We can add and to install the MySQL Python. Okay. So write hyphen name install MySQL Python. And the package we have to use yum, and name MySQL Python. Okay, and the state make us present, or you can make this started or installed. Okay, so I'm just doing install. Okay, save it, and now execute the site.yaml file again. Okay, so if you go to the Ansible folder and execute the playbook, now it is successfully executed. Okay, you can see all the task has been executed successfully. Okay, yeah, let's get the IP address of your web server. Okay, and now just paste this IP address on your browser and give port number 8080 because the Tomcat server works on port number 80 and 80, and provide your web application name, that is login web app, and hit enter. Yeah, we can see our web server is up and running. So the Tomcat server is successfully installed and our application is deployed successfully on web server. Okay, that's why we are able to see our application up and running. So now let's register ourselves and we'll see if we are able to connect to the database or not. Okay, just fill out the form like first name Ranjit, and I'm just giving my name and last name, email ID, and the username, password. Okay, so once you hit submit, it should connect to your database and update the record. So here we can see the registration is successful. That means we are able to connect to the database. The installation has happened successfully. Okay, so now let's log into our database. Ranjit and password give and then login. See, we are able to successfully log into our database and our application is 100% working. That means both our web server installation as well as the DB database installation has successfully done, and we are able to connect from our web server to our database, and we are able to get the data back. Okay, that means this is our fully working application. Now you saw how we can set off these playbooks and execute it to configure the environment as well as the deploy application into the production or into the development environment. So here is my repository details, GitHub remote repository. Here you can see I have that Ansible demo project. Okay, so just click on that project, and if you want to clone it, you just go here and clone the project to your local machine, and you can work and do the setups. Here I have kept all the Ansible and playbooks as well as all the folders and the project details. Here I have given the information about this project, the Java application development using Ansible, Java, Tomcat MySQL installation. So all these informations will be available. So you can use this repository to do the project setup on your local environment on your system. Okay, that's all of this project. Hope you understood clearly how to execute the Ansible playbooks, how to configure your servers and do the configuration management and install the softwares and deploy the project into the production environment or into any environment using your remote servers. Okay. So if you have any doubt or any concerns, or if you want to know more on this or you want to know more on the projects and all, so please do comment me in the comment section below. If you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe it. So when I update new videos or new tutorials or new projects, you'll get notified on that.